Childhood trauma never gets forgotten. A young child's mind is so impressionable, and is that very reason half of us grew up scared of the freaking Teletubbies. Like, who looked at this and thought it would compel children? And why is there a baby trapped in the sun? And it's funny because now that we're older, most of the stuff from our childhood doesn't even bother us anymore. So, without further ado, starting things off, there's elevators. Gosh, please don't get me started. On face value, you might wonder what's so scary about this, and you'd be right to think that if you're a little dumb, because as a kid, the only thing that mainstream media had me believe was gonna happen more times than not is the elevator would just give out and send me plummeting to my death. But I'm a genius, so it didn't take me long to realize that if I simply jumped a tiny microsecond before it hit the ground, then I'd be Gucci. But even worse than that is getting stuck on an elevator, which then has you locked in a box for the rest of your life. And I say it's the rest of your life because the way my brain worked was that once you got stuck on an elevator, you only had so much time before the elevator then again plummets to the ground. At my elementary school, we had two separate elevators on opposite sides of the building. We also had the legend of a school ghost. That ghost decided to mess with both all the time. I can only count to 10, so I can't even tell you how many times the elevator bugged out and would just go to floors where nobody told it to go and get stuck in between floors for 5 minutes before it fixed itself. But more often than that, it would reach the floor it was supposed to go to and just not open the doors. Which happened to a teacher one time, and she ended up being stuck in there until the fire department could get her out. All of which was enough to make me never trust elevators ever again, which carried over into a little bit of racism for machines, because I also used to be scared of escalators. Why? Because stores and even the libraries would display these torn up shoes that obviously belonged to dead children who got caught in the escalator. Which is absurd, because as the kid is laying on the ground in pieces, do they just ask if they can have the shoe, or do they just take it because they can't defend themselves at that point anyway? Next is quicksand. Quicksand is the number one thing I grew up scared of. TV shows absolutely made it seem like it was going to be a bigger issue in life than what it actually was. Every time I stepped outside my house, I treated it like I was Rambo, cutting down branches on the way to school, while carefully watching every step I took to make sure I didn't fall into quicksand. Because we all know if you were to fall into quicksand unless somebody was there with you, that was it. It's literally survival 101. Did you not read the handbook? Except apparently that's not true. Come to find out, it's harder to die in quicksand than it is to get out of it. Before it seemed like such a scary thing because movies made it seem like it was this sand thing that just kind of swallows you whole. Pause. Slenderman. It don't matter how tough you thought you were back in the day, we were all scared that this white, faceless freak that was kind of dripped out was gonna appear and give us a backstage pass to heaven. Like, did y'all see some of the images people made of this dude? I'm not gonna lie to you, I still live in fear he might be standing right behind me. Strangers. If you guys are old enough, then you'll remember watching PSA videos about not talking to or trusting strangers. Yeah, well, these did exactly what they were supposed to do, and this scared me so bad I started walking around thinking every adult I didn't know was an aunt with the double P. Yeah, I'm here to pick up my nephew Winston. Hold up, bruh. You talking about Winston? Winnie the Pooh? Win Diesel? Get to stepping, bruh. He ain't even got a dad, so I already got an uncle. If you not from here, don't come here, bruh. I gets active. Those old tricks might still work on me now, though. Hey, play, we got Legos in the back of the van.
They say Christopher's last known location was right here in front of this corner store. Locals say he walked outside and was taken in broad daylight by individuals in this van. More updates tonight at 10 o'clock.
Storms. Storms, as a kid, literally used to make me so uneasy. Picture yourself sitting in your room and the night is peaceful and you're watching Curious George, and then some dude just starts beating the life out of you. It might make you go poo-poo. And that's the problem. The jump scare. Thunder randomly shakes your world into pieces, and it just continues to be loud and obnoxious for the rest of the night. So then at that point, it's like PTSD of the first time, so now each time it thunders, it makes you flinch. And then, in the Man of Steel, a tornado is the one that sucks up Superman's dad. So all in all, tornadoes and storms just have a bad rap for me. If there's anything I missed or you related, let me know. And if you enjoyed this video, you may want to go check out my video on irrational fears. Anyways, I love you. Bye.